Obviously, it doesn't feel like that long ago we played them, so we knew what to expect. And yeah, you're right, it was a positive to get a good result. And 2-1 on reflection, we could have probably scored more goals, probably wanted more goals in that game and put it to bed. But obviously, when you're up 2-0 and then they come back with a goal, it just means it made it that little bit nervy near the end. But overall, you've got to be happy that we got the 3 points and it's the first game of the season, so we expect it to be rusty. We were rusty. I think there's so many things that we could work on in terms of moving the ball a little bit quicker. I felt like we took too many touches on the ball at times, and yeah, you could see that even in our press in the first half wasn't that effective, and then we sorted that the second half. But yeah, I mean, for me it's good to get the 3 points and finally get started again, and we just have to take the next game on.
Yeah, definitely. We played Bournemouth the last game of last season and obviously the first game of this one. So we knew what they were about. We set out to get 3 points, and it was a good win in the end. It maybe wasn't our best performance, but it's our first performance of the season and it's 3 points on the board. Like you said, I think like looking at the fixtures, they progressively get harder in that order, but Queen's Park, away from home, tight grass pitch, it wasn't comfortable last time. They made us work for it, and I think we got our goals later on in the game, so I think it might be a case of being patient again and just working hard and hopefully get a better performance on Sunday just past.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one because I think you do obviously can use it as a pre-season, and we've said that, but then obviously deep down you still want to go out and win these games, because then you look at like the league and it sets you up nicely and it sends out a message to the league as well if you're winning games, and you know, it brings the positivity into the group. So as much as we want to use it as a pre-season, and we will, it's still really important that we try and go out and win these games, especially the ones where we know we can beat them, like Bournemouth and Queen's Park, who were in our league last year. So that's what we need to do, is make sure we're winning those games. And then Motherwell and Rangers are, you know, a different prospect, and we've not played them before, so that'll be a little bit more challenging, but we're looking forward to it.
We're here before we know it, sort of thing. There's a few of us that have played there before, we know what it's about, but majority it's a young squad, but a lot of them are Scotland internationalists, so hopefully they'll step up and yeah, we'll give a good count of ourselves this season. Yeah, definitely there's a couple of us, like me and Kelly, we've been there before. It's tighter margins, isn't it, in SPL1 than it is in SPL2, so it might be a steep learning curve for some, but me and Kelly know all the young lassies in this team, they're very talented, and I think they'll take the step up well.
Has been really challenging for us, and I think you can see that in terms of like some of the SWPL2 teams. That, you know, it's maybe an advantage for us in terms of like we've not had a big break, so we've not had to work on fitness so much, but you can see some of the teams have had time to actually drill down some of how they want to play, and for me I would have liked more time to assess how we want to go and set up and play in SWPL when it will be different to how we go about SWPL2. So yeah, it is going to be tough, and we've been thrown into it, but like you said, our fixtures have been kind. We've had 2 SWPL2 teams to play, and hopefully that'll allow us to then look to playing the tougher opponents as the weeks go on. So yeah, I think overall we just have to take it as it comes, but the games are coming thick and fast, and our first game of the league is against Celtic, so you can't ask for a bigger game than that. So yeah, I'd rather we had more time to prepare, but at the end of the day we're just happy to be back playing football in SWPL1, so if we're not up for it against these teams, we'll never be up for it.